Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Thrawn's Revenge 3.0 preview playthrough, not preview playthrough anymore, but playthrough as the New Republic. In the last episode, we had a few crashes. It was a lot. But we are in the middle of taking Thyferra, which I think is going to be our actual next target once we get some of our other ground units back. The whole SSD over Saflor problem still exists. I'm kind of hoping they just decide they don't want to attack. But I do think we should focus elsewhere rather than trying to deal with Saflor. Meridius would be a good one to take just because of the lack of defenses. But it would also open us up to even more attacks, which is usually what we don't want. So, we're about 72 or we're about 81% here with Enterprise. I was just thinking, like, did we actually build Enterprise the first time and not Paladin Shield? Did we have the heavy carrier and not the mediator? But I don't think that was the case. So we're gonna build the mediator as right after that. We're gonna build Loco again and Organa's Revenge again. Then here on Oron, I'm gonna get another small shipyard. And at Eddie, we can get a regular shipyard. Thank you, Burning Wolf, for the 100 bits. Saying, Corey, you're an amazing modder for the Star Wars game community, and thank you for what you do. Well, glad you enjoy the work. Thank you for the bits. For all the cheers and subs this stream. That's very appreciated. Ground. We need ground. Eddie, we need those. What's on Meridius?
Reporting. Reporting construction complete.
The Empire conquered Borleus. The Empire's actually hitting back north. That's not bad. For them.
En route.
I think we do need to let this build up a little bit more, like our ground units. Do we just build a third fleet up north? Like, I really want to take Commodore, Thyferra. I don't mind having Telfaglio be what it is there for a while.
Reporting.
Like, taking Kuat would be pretty epic. Palpatine is still alive.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
I do want this second one in here.
Construction complete.
Great Maldrude has conquered Toss Beacon again. I thought the Empire took Biss back from them, but that might have been in a lost episode. Alright, let's start off with the invasion of Thyferra. And Maldrude just took Kashyyyk. Okay, we need to really do something about Greater Maldrude.
Affirmative.
Choose your reinforcements.
You...
Got it.
I do wish I was playing with the updated New Republic infantry. That'd be nifty.
Underway.
So I haven't had much of an opportunity to actually play with them.
Ready to roll.
And they were pretty cool.
We've secured a build pad. Turret constructing.
Send reinforcements.
Nope, go back here.
I got it.
You open up.
Keep going. Over there.
Drive over them. Alright, let's get that. Okay, can you get back? Can you please deploy? Okay, can you guys take off? I understand that shooting from the ground may be fun, but it's not what we need right now. Alright, let's get up here so we can build a repair platform. I don't want you over here dying.
All right, men. Take cover. I copy. Reporting. Roger that. Ready, sir.
Okay, you go up there, you go up there. You as well.
Give me the target.
We're good.
Form up. Roger that. Fall out. Let's
Here, you guys can
move
heal
out. Let's
too.
go. Keep going. Tank brigade here. Yes, Commander. Moving out. Heading out.
I want to get a sensor in this area. No, you guys are not supposed to be here
Over there.
yet.
We've secured a build pad.
So let's get that. And we can actually start coming over this way.
Awaiting orders.
Run available.
Checking sector.
Complete.
Torpedoes away. Copy. Scouting location. Firing. Ready. Executing flight.
Alright, there is a Moth Palace. So that's gonna go away first. Let's get some AACs.
I've got my approach vector.
Ooh, we got K-Wing bombing runs. You don't see too many of those.
I copy. We're going in.
There's actually a pretty wide variety of bombing run capable ships. Just some you don't see quite as often because of how the game picks them.
Yes, Commander. Ground target locked. Ready. En route. Moving to
You
course.
come over here,
Ready for attack.
help them out. You guys, come on. That.
Right out, man. Moving ahead. Standing by. Roger that. Weapons online. Attack. Yes. I'm here, sir.
Alright, and we'll send one of our companies over this way.
Go.
We want that vision. We want the vision. We want the Wanda.
Commander.
Shit. Okay. More of you come over here.
Right away. Moving out. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting in. Let's move out. Ready for orders. Open fire. Target. Heading out.
Alright, there.
Bombardment.
We've got ourselves established. We'll get all the vision there.
Sensor array.
Can you guys go heal first, actually?
Roger that.
And we can drop. Which are you then? Food production. Let's drop on that because I think everything else is empty already.
Ball out. Attacking target.
So the rest of you go up here,
All weapons
and
loaded.
you guys up here.
Roger that. Let's go. Warm up. Fire and
Nah, run! Oh, that's an AA turret. I looked for it, and I didn't see it. Doing that. Oh well,
Squadron reporting. Computers locked on target.
my bad. Those 4 V-Wings, I just keep subjecting them to pain.
We've
Keep
lost
going.
a build pad.
This way. Form up.
We've secured a build pad.
Give me the target.
Alright, now there's nothing else.
Attack. Over there. Team people.
All victorious.
Okay, lost the V-Wing and a New Republic infantry platoon. But we got the planet, and that's what counts. I don't like this whole situation that they got there. 'Cause I think we do need to attack Anti-Meridius as soon as possible.
On our way.
Okay, we'll put them in there, and we're going to start building up another fleet, I think.
With all speed.
We can send 1 to Meridius and 1 elsewhere.
Construction complete. Nebula class reporting in. We're on our way.
Alright, you're going to Anti-Meridius.
Heading to destination.
That's a pretty simple one.
Tactical battle imminent.
Okay. This'll, like, we have the mediator, so I don't know what they're gonna have is gonna be able to stand up to it.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, Regab. Enterprise.
Engage.
Medium
On
Pickle
our
Boy.
way. MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting. With all speed.
Awaiting your command.
Faceless Bean. Galactic Ombudsman.
Inbound.
How can we be of service?
And Enduring
Take us
Conviction.
in.
Ready and willing. Focus fire on their weapons.
Star Destroyer here.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting. Prepare for combat.
Like, I'm kind of tempted to just fly through and put a massive amount of pain onto the Crude.
Ready and willing. For the New Republic. We will engage the enemy.
Yes, yes.
Like, we won't be able to take the planets, we won't be able to blockade the planets. But we will be able to take out a lot of their forces, and at the very least set up for another offensive, and stop them from being able to attack us in the core.
Nebula class.
Because right now I'm more concerned about, like I don't think we'll be able to defend against them and the Empire, but if we can be a bit more proactive, even if they'll be able to build up again, they'll have a chance to build up, we can't stop that.
Yes, sir.
We would be able to make it take longer for them.
Ready and willing. Engage. MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting. How can we be of service? Ready and willing. On our way. With all speed.
Alright, let's get it.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Star Destroyer here.
How can we be of service?
Because, like, we'll have Mediator now. We're gonna get Blue Diver soon,
On our
and then
way.
even Viscount soon enough as well.
With all speed.
As long as soon enough is soon enough.
Copy. Y-wing standing by.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Copy. We're moving out.
How can we be of service?
Nebula class on standby.
Ready and willing. MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Roger that. Engaging Imperial forces.
Yes, Admiral.
How can we be of service? Ready and willing. For the New Republic. MC-90 Star
All right,
Cruiser
Enterprise. Just
Nebula
keep
class
shooting.
reporting in.
How can we
It's a
be
nice
of
leisurely
service?
attack on into Meridius.
Ready and willing. MC-90
The main
Star
thing is
Cruiser
that,
reporting. Taking down their
or one of the main
defenses.
things. I think I've called a lot of things the main thing. We are going to be able to take Roche and take away that shipyard from them, because that's space only. So once we get to Roche, we're there. We got it. And it'll also mean that they're more vulnerable to attacks from Zinj, which will mean that those planets then are more vulnerable to attacks from us. Centaurus is 153. Liana, I am gonna try to build up
Building under construction.
that fleet here. So we will grab Obvious
Vehicle in
Choke,
production.
NRS Demonetization,
Unit
Master
in
Spark,
production. Unit
Akbar
in
Saber,
production.
Thorny Boy. Spam Can, Private Glessa, Cebetine's Revenge,
Unit in
Gobrin.
production.
Like, we'll be putting together a third fleet here on Liana. Then, once Paladin Shield is ready, that's going to lead that fleet rather than a hero. Like, Zinj is already attacking Findar there. So, let's just go straight on.
Move out.
Tactical battle imminent.
And then we'll save after this battle.
Incoming! Standing by.
Choose your reinforcements.
On our way.
We shall be there shortly.
Regab over there, Medium
With
Pickle
all
Boy,
speed. Engage.
Eviction,
Engage.
Tasteless Bean, Schmebulon, Battle Buddy,
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
taking some damage.
Telemetry received.
No time for
How
names,
can we be of service?
just winning.
Prepare for combat.
Full speed.
Ready and willing.
Yes, sir. Commencing attack.
Which space map is your favorite, both by optics and how it plays?
MC-90 Star
A
Cruiser
lot of the
reporting.
volcanic and urban ones look good now.
Moving your best Commencing attack.
I don't know that I have a specific favorite. I like the ocean ones still, though they're not quite as good as the volcanic and urban ones.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
So I don't know that I have a specific favorite
Class on
top of mind.
Yes, Admiral.
How can we be of service? On our way.
Star Destroyer standing by.
Ready and willing.
Awaiting orders.
Your orders? On my way. Keep your eyes open.
Nebula class reporting in. Open fire.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Star Destroyer.
Alright, Regab and Tasteless Bean. You're gonna go that way. Aquila Zone, you're gonna come there.
Quasar reporting for duty, sir.
Please.
Ready for command. Fire.
Yes, sir. Beginning our engagement.
Ready and willing. End their threat. Destroy the weapons. Prepare for combat.
So we need to get that goal.
Endurance on
And during Conviction, you're gonna go with them.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Destroyer here.
That's it. Scratch one.
How can we be of service?
Give the word.
Ready and willing.
Like, I'm starting to get worried about the amount of power that the Pentastar alignment is building up.
MC-90
They're gonna be a
Star Cruiser
problem.
reporting.
They're going to be the problem.
How can we be of
But, on the other hand, the Empire is starting to attack them a fair bit. We did, I think, when we loaded up the stream, we saw Kane in the north side of the Empire. So I think he was on Borleus
Awaiting orders.
initially. That was a few hours ago. But
How can we be of service?
I'm not sure if they've killed Kane. I don't remember seeing a notification. And I feel like if I missed it, then someone in chat probably would have seen it. So I think we can safely assume Kane is still alive.
For the new Republic. MC-90
It's not impossible that the Empire will build the Eclipse and then take Kane out. But then that means the Empire has the Eclipse. And that's not necessarily better for us.
How can we be of
Especially if we're going to be starting to use, like, the Mediator, the Blue Diver type here,
ready and willing?
the Viscount. Like, those are all going to be a little bit vulnerable to the Eclipse. Alright. So we are going to save there. We're not going to stop the episode. But I doubt I'll remember to edit it out. Like, if we take out a lot of the Maldrude, then we'll be able, like, I don't know that Zinj is going to be able to put up enough of a fight against the PA, because Zinj himself is dead. So that's going to be an issue. Alright. Is Roche next? No, Metalorn, then Roche. We don't have vision around here, so...
Right away.
Tactical battle imminent.
I'm just gonna auto-resolve that.
Construction complete.
On my way.
This will be an easy planet for us to take, so I might just want to grab this now.
Wing as a blast. MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Construction complete.
Adjusting navigomputer.
Invasion.
Because that's just the Moth Palace and a tax collection agency. So it's not the most to kill.
Awaiting orders.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right away.
It's gonna be a little bit rushed. Speaking of, is there a defending forces marker right there? Did they just get here that I think I think there's gotta be marker. You guys start getting over here.
Attack! Call out, troops. Let's move out. Let's go.
I want to go clear that one out because I want that that field base.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Here, some of you can stay over here. You're gonna run up there.
affirmative. Awaiting orders. Open fire. Reporting in.
Don't kill him! He made it! The one guy made it! That's surprising. Okay. We've got to get to the structure. I mean, the bomb. We'll probably get a bombing run that can handle that. Or, you know what? Since that's not going to happen, we can probably bomb this and then go after.
Heading out, sir.
Go after the structures with our free runners. There we go. I'd prefer to kill the palace first, but like this is here, so who am I to pass up an opportunity like that? And you guys can walk around. Can you shoot that? Okay, fine. Shoot that if you need to. There.
Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Okay. Oh, but it's not done yet. There we go. There we go. We could kind of do the same thing to Meridius. I don't know if I want to pass up an opportunity like that.
Moving out.
They aren't the most defended.
Heading out.
Oh,
Commander.
you're not going to be able to shoot that. Here.
Reinforcements on
Core
route.
supply copy.
Run!
Yes, sir.
Oh, those are just civilians anyways.
E2B over.
Yeah, get up here. There's Red Fester. Hello, Death Strider. Thanks for following.
Mission conquered.
Building started.
Okay, Rivester, and then I think we should just go straight on to Meridius.
Moving out.
Corona-class frigate reporting. With all speed.
Battle imminent.
Like, we could just almost eliminate the entire faction's ability to be a factor anywhere outside of the core, which isn't a threat to us currently, with a couple battles here.
They're over here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Engage. On our way.
Okay, Tasteless Bean, Void, Regap, coming now.
C-90 Star Cruiser reporting. How can we be of service?
Let's get on to Vera, and then we're going to send
Yes,
Ombudsman in the back here, Ride Calamari during Conviction. They're going to have to choose which side. Sensor Node Enthusiasts, Join the Pride,
At your disposal, sir.
Power Weapons, focus on
Awaiting orders.
Thyferra.
Fire at will.
Ready and willing.
Thank you for raiding, Gorillas. Welcome to the stream. Hello to Poland.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting. How can we be of service?
Wait, no HV gunning?
Endurance on
That's
station.
illegal. Yikes. Did that, like, go through? How'd that even hit from that angle? Thank you very much for the raid.
Give the word. Lock weapons
Hope
and
you had a
fire.
good stream.
Ready and willing.
Bombers at the ready. Bombers reporting in. Form up. Attacking.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Yeah, I don't think they have any heroes left after that.
How can we be of service?
Unless there's some hiding somewhere.
Fire
But, like, them attacking the Wookiees, that's just unacceptable.
Scratch one.
will take kindly to it. Alright. Ground to space, so we have to auto-resolve. We did lose Heal Them All because of the auto-resolve.
Destination received.
Let's check
Quasar
what's on the
reporting
ground
for duty,
here.
sir.
At your command.
Building under construction.
That's not too bad. Oh, that's really not too bad. They've got nothing.
Invasion commencing.
That's all the units they'll have, because it's a tax collection agency and a grounded space weapon. This map will still take a while to get across.
Reporting. Right away.
It's too bad we don't have...
Reinforcements en route.
Adjusting Navicomputer.
Reinforcements en route.
Yes,
It's too bad we don't have the V-Wings.
Construction complete.
I should finish my thoughts sometimes. Okay. Luckily we have some hovercraft here, so
Enemy forces ahead.
we can just kind of run them down. Starlancer's asking, have you thought about playing through the Stargate mod again? It could work for single stream PC. Yeah, that's actually the plan currently. I did a poll on Patreon for the next of the single stream GCs, and Maldrude won that one. So it wouldn't be the next one, but I do want to do Stargate for one of those.
I copy. Let's move out.
If it doesn't win the poll by, let's say June, then it'll probably be, like, I'll probably just do it eventually. Because I assume as long as there's TR options on the poll, those are probably going to win. Just because of who the channel viewership tends to be, like TR fans, so... Occasionally I'll just throw in the variety.
We've got them on the run.
Alright, we got him.
System control achieved. Constructing.
Building started.
Okay, so... we technically did just cut off the access. Oh wait, there are some Maldrude heroes around. How can we see this far out? What's giving us this vision? But that does answer the question of where Kane is. That's an 870 stack. Jesus. Alright, I am going to save, just to be safe. As the name implies. So, Maldrude does have heroes over there. But we're eating into their main territory, at least. So we can just attack over Metalorn and then take Roche. Like, maybe we'll send this fleet kind of down towards Roche from Meridius, and then we'll send the other fleet down through Metalorn. But the PA is definitely the most powerful faction right now. I think even more powerful than us overall. Unfortunately, the stats page isn't working, so I can't really check that. But I can make wild assumptions. Minnie's asking, will this playthrough last for 2 months or more? I don't think it'll last more than 2 months. I want to end it and then Empire of the Hand one sooner than later, so that'll usually mean like longer episodes and possibly more frequent episodes as well. Well, we're one planet over either way. Glad you're enjoying it, that kid.
Construction complete.
Roger that. On the move.
Move these guys
Quasar
over.
reporting for duty, sir.
I don't want to piss off the PA. Because we could attack Eel Shah. But that kind of limits the frontier with Zinj. Alright, Wedge, you can come up
Sasheen
here.
cruiser reporting.
You know what, Wedge, we actually don't need you up here. We can send Wedge the other way.
Underway.
Right away.
Quasar reporting for duty,
We
sir.
are the New Republic, Darth Strider.
Complete.
Construction complete.
Sasheen cruiser reporting.
Empire to Sukta speaking. Ooh, Talfaglio is actually gonna revolt, and Commodore will as well, because this was before we instituted like the 4 requirement for structures, or the 4 cutoff point for structures.
Constructing.
Forgot that this is that old.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Complete.
So it takes a long time, but we can
Reporting in.
force those revolts. All right, mediators up.
Moving.
All right, you guys get in there.
On
Let's go down
our
to
way.
Oh, never mind. And Wedge. Go for Kashyyyk.
Let's go.
Tactical battle imminent.
All right, not the most epic battle for the mediator to come into, but oh well. That kid's asking, just out of interest, does lore explicitly say the errant venture only has 2 turrets? So kind of how hardpoints work. Does a hardpoint have a set health, or is it based on the hit points of the ship? So each hardpoint has its own hit point pool. The errant venture,
Reinforcements.
we don't get, I don't think we get exact number of weapons that were still active on it, but it had to strip out most of its weapons when Booster got it. So that's why it's as weak as it is, and then you refit it later. But it has different health pools, so it's not just like, it's not super flimsy just because of the lower weapons, but it's not like anywhere near a full Star Destroyer.
Destroyer here. Telemetry received.
We are victorious.
Roger that.
He was using it as basically a mobile casino. Okay, I thought it crashed for a second. Are there Venators in this mod? Yes. The Pentastar alignment and Thrawn's Revenge have Venators. There's one right there. So each hardpoint has its own pool of health, and then the ship overall has a health value that's all those added together. You can technically have them be different, but that leads to weird behavior.
Destination received.
Okay, Rivester.
Imminent.
Building
Oh,
under
that sucks.
construction.
They move back.
Right away, sir. We're heading there now.
Fiddler now. Alright, Kashyyyk.
Invasion commencing.
Oop, that flipped over. I don't know if it'll count it the influence. Thank you, I'm the Senate for the dollar donation. Asking, why don't you build the Lusenkia and kill Zinja's last executor? I'm saving up the 50,000 credits to build the Viscount, which we just got now. So we'll be able to buy the Viscount, and then we'll probably go after Zinj with that.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving to coordinates.
Reinforcements cancelled.
So we will be going for him.
We've secured
they
a
are.
landing zone.
I'm here, sir.
We've secured
His days are in fact numbered.
We've lost a build pad.
I copy.
We've secured a build pad.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Let's go.
We've lost a
Keep
build
going.
Thank you very much for the donation.
Firing this way. We're going in. Over
sensor
there.
array.
Alright, let's drop
Right away.
some of that there. Well, we'll get both of these artillery pieces in.
Scouting location.
Standing by, sir. Engines
There we go.
Reporting.
Ready.
Sensor node constructed.
Okay, Wookiees, go defend your homes. Your people need you.
Heading out, sir.
I don't know why I bothered with that. There's RV wings.
Executing flyby.
Sensor node has been sold.
Reporting
Buy
in.
the repairs, and you guys go this way.
We've lost a build pad. Construction
Ready.
complete.
Copy.
We've secured
Heal them
a
up.
build pad. We've
En
lost
route.
a build
Here we
pad.
go.
Ground target locked. Ready for attack. Initiating sweep.
Alright.
We've
Those are AA turrets. We don't want that.
Weapons online.
Kill the rest of them, though.
We've lost a build pad.
Ready to roll.
Bombing run available.
Roger that. Computers locked on target.
Part of why we haven't... Like, we haven't done... we haven't hit the
Squad,
donation
man.
goals for the next streams.
I'm with you.
But I also haven't really done much streaming on YouTube. So I haven't really had the things up.
Roger that.
The goal hasn't been visible. I feel like it'd be weird to have it in the actual Let's Play episodes. Like, I kind of wish I could... I'm sure I can do this, but have it show different stuff on Twitch from when I'm recording. That would be a bit easier to
Over there.
handle. Co-op Phantom's asking, is there any work being done on Revan's Revenge? I'm looking forward to that. I've actually been working on it a bit this week, doing some of the infantry rigging.
Roger that.
So it's not like
Right away.
super far or anything, super far along, but it is being picked away at,
Awaiting orders.
and some of the art assets for it are taking some higher priority.
Got it.
Moving out. Heading out.
Kind of hoping we'll be able to
Landing zone.
push it along a little bit faster in the near future.
Reinforcements en route.
Copy. Yes, sir. Ready to go.
Once the Saratel decides he wants to work on any of those, I think it'll be like
Heading out.
the weekend, and then it'll all be modeled.
All out.
We've
Let's move
lost
out.
a build pad.
So I'm thinking of doing some of the models myself. I've mostly been doing texturing. Like, a lot of us that are normally 3D artists have mostly been doing texturing recently because the Saratel just works so fast, and we've got a huge backlog of just the Saratel's models to texture.
System control achieved.
Building under construction.
Oh, they took Garros. I want Garros.
Moving to coordinates.
Kid's asking, will the explicit power level of those ships be 1,000, 2,000 max health, maybe 3,500? So we're not balancing against Thrawn's Revenge in Fall of the Republic. We're balancing it kind of on its own using the using the projectiles from Thrawn's Revenge. So ultimately, stuff will end up at kind of similar power levels to Thrawn's Revenge, just that power level will be less. So we'll be able to represent closer to true amounts for the for weapons on ships, for example, rather than the kind of representative system that's set up in Thrawn's Revenge.
Choose your reinforcements.
Because we don't have to worry about like having a 3,000 or 4,000-year-old hammerhead cruiser be appropriately powerful against the TR stuff. They're never going to interact.
Nebula class on standby.
So the emphasis is on keeping the projectiles and everything consistent.
Take out their fighter base. Engage. Prepare for combat. For the
Yeah,
new
like they're
Republic.
using entirely different systems doesn't really make much sense just to make them consistent between them, or like trying to figure out what a 4,000-year power difference would be. It also means it'd be more viable for me to do one of the community challenges, just like using the Revan's Revenge units without worrying about having to have like 10 trillion to beat a Star Destroyer. So they'd be skewed, but we're basically doing whatever makes the most sense for like not creating extra work without a good reason.
The enemy has been spotted.
Hey, Connor?
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, Paladin Shield, get on in there. Loco, Ghana's Revenge.
With all speed.
Always a bigger fish.
Moving there
Thorny
now.
Boy.
Moving into
Akbar
those
Saber.
coordinates, sir.
Spam Cans. Team's Revenge.
Moving there now, sir.
Rubbin.
Roger,
Biden
setting
Glessa. Master Spark. And Obvious Joke.
Carrier standing by. Moving out.
Gaby's asking, when will you add the Vaughn?
Class reporting in.
It really just depends on when we
Fire on the watch there.
have the appropriate assets and other stuff isn't taking immediate priority. We have a few Vong assets. Inertial and Slever did a couple models and textures were started for it, and we have like basic infantry for them, which puts them ahead of other stuff. But they're going to take a good amount of work to properly plan and implement, so right now that's not a huge focus. Though some stuff for them will probably start showing up sooner than people think.
Yes, sir.
Because the way the Vong are going to work at first is like, first they'll just be an invasion event, like an endgame event, and they'll get more and more fleshed out in that way first. Then they'll become a non-playable faction. Then eventually they become a playable faction and have
Just getting started.
more of their content. Like most of the factions as we add them are going to take that kind of approach, where they start as just like whatever the minimum thing necessary for them to be there is. Then they show up, or then they start getting more and more stuff and expand, eventually becoming playable.
Command, sir. Stay in formation. Awaiting orders.
Ready and willing.
Copy. Torpedoes out.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Alright. Metalorn is dead. Well, the planet's not dead. The people on the planet are dead. Well, the people on the planet aren't dead.
Yes, sir.
The Maldrude forces on the planet are dead.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
We're not killing the entire planet. That would be kind of rude.
Yes, Commander. Heading out.
Just gonna grab all of our fighters and bombers.
Got one.
Ready.
Decrease to full throttle. Copy. We're drawing their fire.
Sir.
I copy. Reporting. Weapons charged. Yes, sir.
Gumbai's asking, is there going to be a multiplayer campaign?
The laser banks are your primary.
We'll probably eventually do a sub-mod to support multiplayer GC, but there's so much less that you can do than in single player, and it's also very unstable.
Taking down their
It's
defenses.
like
Ready. Moving to attack position.
People think they want multiplayer GC, but when it comes to what the game can actually do,
Yes,
you lose interest pretty quickly, I think. On top of just being limited in what you're able to do with it and being unstable.
Decrease to full throttle. Ready and willing. With all speed.
Attacking target. Squadron, move out. I'm in range. Right away.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting. Engage.
He was asking, will there be a mechanic to undo the damage of a planet with Vong strike?
How can we
We're not at the point even where we've decided what we want to do for Vong forming.
ready and willing.
So mechanics to undo Vong forming would be way beyond even that.
Right away.
Constructing.
Constructing.
Ion cannon there. Oh, you guys think you're taking that, don't you? You're wrong, though. You're not taking Garros. It's mine now.
Enemy unit sighted.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Would you like to leave? I'll let you leave.
On our way.
Star Destroyer here.
We basically destroyed an entire faction in one episode.
Weapons online. Weapons charged.
How can we be of service?
Endurance class at your disposal, sir.
Ready and willing. With all speed.
Reporting.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Awaiting orders. Take us in. Engage.
Y-wing standing by. A-wing here.
Right, there's going to be a lot of fighters on this one. We have a good amount of carriers ourselves. And this is our Mon Cal heavy carrier fleet, so we shouldn't get overwhelmed with fighters.
Hold on. Target. I'm in range.
Endurance on station.
I'll maybe cancel construction or something so that we can get
Ready and willing. MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
the Viscount building as well.
Ready for command.
Alright, B-Wings, you're going to help them.
Bombers at the ready. Target those lasers.
Give the word.
You're probably not meant to be up front.
Bombers reporting in.
K-Wings, get over there.
Scratch one. That's got him. Laser banks are your primary target.
How can we be of service?
Power to shields.
On our way.
I've lost engine two.
We will engage the enemy.
Nope, you don't want to move. Okay, you can just stay there.
Endurance class at your disposal, sir.
Holding for maximum firepower.
Awaiting orders.
I've got my approach vector. Star Destroyer standing by.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting. How can we be of service?
B-Wings, go for the next secular.
Ready and willing.
Because this one is about to be an X secular.
Yes, Admiral.
And like even for a heavy carrier fleet that they have, we are
Prepare for combat.
Engine two.
MC-90
kind of just ripping
Star
them
Cruiser
apart,
reporting.
all their fighters.
Nebula class. Reporting in.
I've lost engine two.
Commencing attack.
I've got one on me.
Endurance on station.
Alright, if we can stop
How can we be of service?
from losing even that one, then I'm going to be happy.
With all
Here,
speed.
nope. Just stay where you are then.
MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
If I can maybe turn you.
Engage.
There you go. Pop power to shields on this one.
For the new republic. Ready and willing.
Y-wing here.
Yeah, you guys just go for different hard points if you can.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Open fire.
No, that's dead.
Destroy the weapon.
Rest in peace, Tasteless Bean. We will rebuild you.
We will engage the enemy. MC-90 Star Cruiser reporting.
Star Destroyer here.
One on me.
Telemetry received.
I've lost engine two.
Nebula class on standby.
I've got my approach vector.
Open fire.
I've lost engine 2.
Beginning our engagement.
Need help. Need help.
Alright, let's get the engines just in case they decide they want to retreat.
Prepare for combat.
Before we forget or something.
Yes, Admiral. Focus fire on the guns.
Ready and willing.
Like, no fighters. So much for a secular fleet. I'm just gonna check my sound. Sorry, okay, we're good. It's always a scary thing.
I've lost engine 2. I can't see him.
All right.
Enemy unit disabled. Switch pattern. Stay in attack formation. Hold on. Rendezvous at mark.
What do they still have that's victory relevant?
I'm in range. Hold on. Stay in attack formation.
They're...
Try not to let one on your tail.
I don't think there's anything. Unless it's a Zinj ground to space cannon.
They're falling back.
I don't think so, because I think the AI would still be able to fire it. Gabe's asking, the mode Thrawn died in his last words. It's wow, what a good idea. Yeah, like, I think Thrawn would be able to appreciate that he'd been kind of outfoxed by people, and showing that his weakness was kind of not understanding people, and, like, why nobody would turn on him, like, thinking he had them so fooled, and really not. Because they've kind of expanded on that element of his personality in
Building canceled.
in the new canon. Like, Timothy Zahn has gone
Building
farther
canceled.
down that line. I don't think that... Did they have transports? Oh, maybe in the background. Yeah, you're right. But truth to power. We can start building you now. And let's invade. Because, yeah, that was a Maldruid assault fleet trying to come for his inch, so that makes sense. Because when the AI is attacking another AI, they send both together because it auto-resolves and the game doesn't mess with it.
I copy. Right away. Reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Destination received.
Moving ahead. Heading out, sir.
Avoiding fire.
I don't know what they have here, but it's nothing that a bunch of free runners can't beat. We don't have the money to build anything,
Fall out, troops.
so we'll have to be a little bit more careful than usual. I just want you guys to get up far enough. There we go. Like, they don't have any structures, at least. Oh, they got, like, nothing.
Over there.
3 ATTEs, so... Oh, they've also got some TIE crawlers. How powerful they hate battle dragons? They're probably the most powerful ship for their size, at least. They can really rip apart bigger ships, especially if you have them in groups.
Unit
They're
destroyed.
quite good.
Yes, sir. Yes, Commander. Right away.
At
Right away.
maximum unit capacity.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Moving out.
Oh well.
Unit
Heading out.
destroyed.
Fall out, troops. Attacking. Target.
Nope, still focus on this one.
Move out.
There's that. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode. We're going to keep going here on the stream, but for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.